So check something, guys, how to interpret this one. They say the rectangle, its length is this one. So the length then, so here it's the length is equal to 7.5 millimeters. And now they say the height, meaning this is the height, which is equal to 21 millimeters. So what I want you guys to tell you, most the area of the area of a rectangle, its length multiplied by breadth. So, and I told you that when you substitute, it doesn't matter, guys, because it will give you the same answer. So actually this breadth, guys, this one, this breadth here, they just treat it as a height, actually. So actually they say that, actually, how can I explain this thing? I don't know how can I say. But when you substitute, guys, you should know, guys, but you'll get the same answer. Even you can use this length multiplied by height, which will be this your height, your length will be that one. If you use this one, meaning this your breadth, that one your height. So let me just go ahead, guys, and separate this thing. So this thing, it is separated in something like this. How can I draw this thing? Okay, you should know, actually, we got two semicircles there. Do you see these two semicircles? That one and that one. And these two semicircles, that they are not joined. Actually, that distance, you should know that distance there, it's 21 millimeters. 21 millimeters. Do you see that there? Yeah, this is the distance. And that distance, guys, you should know this distance, it is the what? It is just a radius. You mean a diameter. It's not a radius. It is a diameter. And these two circles, when you combine these two semicircle, when you combine them, they go in. If I combine this thing will just become, see ready, and you know the distance there is 21 millimeters. So when you combine them, they form a circle which has only this diameter, which is 21 millimeter. Do you see that? Yeah. So when you see two semicircle, is the same as a circle. This one I just say semicircle. So when you combine two semicircles, they will form one circle. Do you see? Yeah. So meaning all this part, this one, all this part. Do you see that? And also all this part, they form a circle. Yeah. So these two parts, they form a what? A circle. And now, if this one, it's just a rectangle, actually, which is not joined. It's just a rectangle which is not joined. Do you see that? And here, there are those semicircles, Yeah. So in this rectangle, now the length there, the length is 75 millimeters. And also the height, it's 21 millimeters. Do you see? So now I shall calculate the area of a circle which is being formed by these two semicircles. Do you see? I shall calculate the area of this circle and also minus it to that rectangle. So now first of all, let me just calculate for a rectangle. I'll just say length times by breadth. Then when I substitute my length, it's 75. It's 1. So there, this thing will just give me what? 27 multiplied by. So here it's 150 in millimeters squared. Millimeters squared, guys. Do you see that? Yeah. This one is the area of a rectangle. Yeah. So the area of a circle, there, circle, it will be pi r squared. Or you can even use this one, pi what? Yeah, pi d squared over 4. So this one, you use it if you are given the diameter. This one if you know the radius. So okay, now I know the diameter there is 21, meaning this thing is just pi 21 squared over 4, meaning the area of a circle there will just be what? Will just be fraction, shift, and press pi, and say open 21 over what? 4. So there, the answer that I got them, I just press SD, guys. You will get this answer. Then press SD. You will get what? It's dead. Yeah, 636. Yeah. So now in millimeters squared, do you see? Yeah. So I know the area of a what? Of a circle, and I also know the area of a what? Of a rectangle. Meaning now what I should do is to just minus this thing. Just say area of a shaded, it's equal to area of a rectangle minus area of a circle. Meaning now there it's 575 minus by 3 is 4,6 ish. Yeah, 36. Yeah, do you see? So okay, now when I minus there, it would be 1,5 minus by 34,3. Yeah. So SD. So the answer that I got is this one. So okay, now remember, in meters squared, not in millimeters, guys, in meters squared. And here it's area of a shaded part. Yeah. So I'm about to do this question which says that calculate the area of the shaded part. All this, the area of the shaded part. Here the problem is to interpret only. So you should know, guys, how to interpret. Let me teach you now how to interpret the diagram. So check something. They told you the length of the rectangle, which is the length there. They say it's 28 kilometers. Yeah, the length of the rectangle, they say that it is 28 kilometers. Do you see? And also they told you that the height of that rectangle, it's equal to what? 18 kilometers. Do you see? Yeah. And also you know now the dips there of that arrow, actually the dips in the triangle, it's 4,5 kilometers. Yeah. So there's a sentence there which says that the tips of the arrow, the tips of the arrow, they bisect the height. Into two equal parts. Is it two equal parts? Something like that. So I want to show you what do they mean about it. So you know now the height here, like the height of this thing, the height there, which is this thing, all here is the height. The height there is equal to what? It's 18 kilometers. And you know, this one, the dips are just 45 kilometers. So tell me, when you think, what is this height? So to get that height, you know the total, and you know this, to get this base actual, this height, just take the total and minus it with these two one. 45 minus 45. Yeah. So when you press that thing from calculator, I'm sure you will get what? Yeah, you will get 9. I already press it there. Yeah, you will get 9. You can see there. So here it's just 9. Yeah. So it means that this height, guys, it's 9. This height, 9 kilometers. Yeah. And please take note, guys, this one in this triangle, the one which is the height, in this triangle, it will be the base, meaning that the base, all this part there, the base is equal to 18 kilometers. Do you see that? And also they told you there, and also they told you that the base, it's equal to the height of the triangle, meaning the base should also be equal to the height of the triangle, which is also it's 18 there. Yeah, so now this information, it's not enough for us to calculate. Yeah, because now I want to tell you something. From this triangle here, from this rectangle, from this rectangle, the height there it's 9. Do you see that? The height there it's 9. Yeah, the height here it's 9. So what about the length of this triangle? So to get the length of this triangle, check something. Now here it's what? It's 18, because the height of the rectangle is equal to the base of the rectangle. Yeah, so this distance from there until there, it's also 18 kilometers, this distance. You see, most study. Yeah, so now once you know that distance, meaning now you should also know this distance, and this distance, you see this distance, it will be the what? It will be the length of this triangle, of this rectangle. So to get this one now, since you know the total length, it's 28 kilometers, meaning there the answer that you will get, you'll just say 28 minus 18, so that you just got 10 kilometers. So this thing, it tells you that this distance, it's 10 kilometers. So now we know everything. Now we can go to our calculation. So here's the calculation. Let me show you now. Remember, we are calculating the what? The area of the shaded part. And this thing, it seems to be more complicating because we got more information to figure it out. But what I can do now is to calculate the area of the what? Of this arrow. Do you see the area of the arrow? Once I know the area of the arrow, it means that I will minus it to the area of the what? Of the rectangle. The reason why I minus it, it's because I'm trying to take out the what? The arrow from the triangle. So now to get the area of the arrow, just let's calculate the area of the rectangle. The one which is small rectangle. It's small. Yeah, because you got small rectangle and the big rectangle. So area of the small rectangle, it's equal to length multiplied by what? By breadth. Or you can even use length multiplied by height. Both, I'll just use length multiplied by breadth. But at this case, our length, here our length, okay, yeah. So our length, I can just take it as in as this one. For the substitution, guys, it doesn't matter because we don't involve too much substitution here to substitute. So our base there, this thing, it's 10. Meaning now the area there will be what? 90 kilometers. But you are calculating the area, it must be in what? In squared, in units. So this one is the area of the small rectangle. Yeah, area of the small rectangle. Do you see that? So now I know this area, all this area here, all this space, I know it. From my arrow, I know the space. So what about this one? So to get that one now, you should calculate the area of a what? Of a triangle. Area of a triangle is quite half base height. So what is your base there? The base there, it's equal to 18. The base, all this, it's equal to what? 18 multiplied by the height. Remember that the height and the base are equal, so it's 18. So when you punch this thing from your calculator, I'm sure you'll got 18 again, 18 kilometers. But in what? In squared, because it is the what? It is the area. Do you see these two things? These are the area of a what? Of a rectangle, and the area of the what? Of a triangle. And those two things, they form the what? The area of the square of the arrow. These two things, they just form the what? Area of the what? Arrow. which will be what? 18 plus what? 19. And this thing, the area of the arrow now, it's 18 plus 19 will give you 180 what? Kilometers, but in squared, guys. Do not forget to put that square. Yeah. So please take note, the way you substitute here, it doesn't matter. But at the end, you'll get the same answer. So by knowing this what? This area of the arrow, meaning now I know all this part. I know all this part now. It's what? Do you see this part? I know it by its what? So now what I can just do is to take this area of the arrow and minus it with the area of the what? Of the rectangle. So let me get the area of the rectangle. So this is the area of a big rectangle, which will be length times by breadth. And so here my length there, I can even take it as that one. Remember guys, it doesn't matter substitution. You can even substitute in this way, but at the end you'll get the same answer. Yeah. So again, now when I punch it from calculator, it should give me 5 kilometers, but in squared, guys. So this one, it's base. Yeah. So again, now I know the area of a big triangle, and I know the area of the of the arrow there. Do you see? So now what I should do is to just minus them here to get the area of the shaded part, which will be equal to area of a big triangle minus by area of what? Of the arrow. And now it will give me what? 5 minus by 108, which the final answer there, it's 396 in kilometers square. I just hope guys this question you did understand it well. Yeah, so this one is just area of the shaded part.